SEZANE haul, Parisian style outfit ideas for spring 2022. If you, like me, love a sprinkle of Parisian and French woman style in your outfit ideas, you've come to the right place. Today I will be sharing everything I bought from the new SEZANE collection for spring 2022. On top of that, I will also be showing you 2 and sometimes 3 different ways to style each piece. So there'll be lots of outfit ideas for you to try out. So let's get started. French women know all too well that while trends can be fun, it's the classics that will always have your back, which is why I never worry about adding yet another Breton stripe top into my wardrobe. I know it'll get worn a lot. So this t-shirt is a new shape for SEZANE for spring and I absolutely love it. Simple, subtle details that make it feel just that little bit different. It has this interesting fold of fabric on the shoulders. Now it's not quite a shoulder pad, but there's definitely enough fabric there to really define your shape, which is what I love about it. So simple really, but effective. So in this first look, as you can see, I've gone for classic, everyday chic, keeping the rest of my outfit pretty elegant and refined and letting that Breton top be the star of the show. Secondly, I wanted to share something a little more chilled and laid back and ever hopeful that the sun is going to start shining again. So here I've paired the stripes with my green khakis, which coincidentally I wore on repeat last summer. Love the fit of those. I've also added my new neutral sandals, tan belt, sunnies and bucket bag, all to keep within that relaxed everyday vibe. And my third outfit idea for this SEZANE haul is probably much more practical for a very British spring. Adding my camel trench coat to complete the look. You don't get much more Parisian style than a Breton and a trench. But in all honesty, this is one look that I personally will never get tired of. Those flats, I might add, are sadly not Chanel, but a very bargainous copy that I picked up for about £20 at ASOS. Happy days to that. No, the quality is not amazing, I must admit, but they will most certainly fill a gap until I can afford the real McCoys. Happy Mother's Day actually for anyone else celebrating, and for those like me who are also missing their own mums today, I'm sending you a big squishy hug. So onto something I know my own mum would have loved. 3 outfit ideas all paired with some sort of heels. I drove her potty wearing sandals with everything. Now my most worn SEZANE piece I've ever bought would have to be this silk blouse that's got this embroidered placket down the front. I can't even count the amount of times I've worn this, so I knew it would be a safe investment treating myself to it in another tone. There are no less than 13 different variations of it available, but I went for the navy as I knew I would get the most wear out of that. Now an obvious way to style a smart shirt like this would be tailored like I'm doing here. It's an elevated look and I love those 2 tones together. The blouse is obviously very feminine and I love that contrast against that fairly masculine pair of trousers. Though you could opt for a matching grey blazer, to complete this look I decided on this double-breasted navy one instead. Those gold buttons add an interesting detail, and of course I like the fact that it feels a little bit more French. It's an effortless outfit idea with minimal effort but maximum impact. Secondly, I wanted to share just how versatile a blouse like this can be in your own wardrobe. So I've dressed it down for everyday chic, going for a little double denim with my new favourite jeans and an old denim jacket, and finished with my high ankle boots in that lovely shade of camel. I try not to buy anything these days unless I know it will go with tons of outfit ideas. Versatility is one of my key points I consider, and a blouse like this has that in bucket loads. I love the shape, the colour, the embroidery. It's just a prime example of an investment piece that I'll have in my wardrobe forever. For this SEZANE haul, I knew I wanted to buy a new dress, but with so many beautiful options, I found it really hard to choose just one. I love this little embroidered one. I spotted this one after I'd ordered, so that's now on my wish list. This blue one is gorgeous, but it's currently out of stock in my size. I love these silk mini floral dresses. Nearly purchased this one, but eventually I reasoned with myself that I don't actually really wear prints like that. I just love the image. The model reminds me of the stunning Letitia Castor. Does anyone remember her from sort of late 90s? So after much procrastination, I settled on this little beauty. Classic in shape, easy to dress up or down, and adding some color and a pop of drama into my wardrobe. Now, although they recommend to take your usual size, I actually sized down in this as I thought it needed to be a little bit tighter on the chest. And I'm really glad I did, because although I actually pulled a muscle trying to get it on, once I was wearing it, the fit is perfect. So firstly, you'll have seen I've styled it up for the evening, adding a black belt, heels, and a mini crossbody bag. It feels polished and elegant, but that classic tea dress shape is giving me lots of Parisian vibes. Secondly, and probably not too surprisingly for those subscribers who know me well, I opted for a sprinkle of bohemian spirit, adding my flat strappy sandals, almost matching belt and shoulder bag. I'm very much in my happy place with outfits like this, and I think bringing this dress back into the realm of casual feels like a good balance for me when I'm wearing such a vibrant colour. In all honesty, I think I feel the most myself in this second look, but it's nice to know it will work for the evening when needed. I'd actually be really interested to hear which was your favourite look out of those two. Do let me know which you prefer in the comments section below. One quick flick through the Parisian creator outfit ideas and you'll start to notice a recurring item. Be it cropped, stripy, baggy or belted, it would seem French women use the humble cardigan as a staple in their capsule wardrobes, which suits me just fine because I love them. Now maybe that's down to our very changeable weather here in the UK, but I just find them so handy to have. So for this SEZANE haul, I went for this striped and cable knitted version that's new for spring 2022. Now, though I normally take a small at SEZANE in knitwear, I actually sized up to a large in this. One, because I wanted an oversized fit, and two, I wanted it long enough to wear tucked into trousers or jeans, which it's absolutely doing. So obviously it's an easy look to pair with jeans like I have here. If needed, I'd probably finish with my suede biker jacket, as I like that tone tying in with my ankle boots. If you're wanting to make your outfits more expensive looking, opt for that tried and tested method of going tonal. Or almost tonal, as I have here. It never fails. Well, actually, it can fail sometimes, but generally speaking. There's an element of Parisian simplicity to looks like this that I really love. And on top of feeling hugely comfortable, it's a really easy outfit to put together. I actually think this cardigan will pair with all of my tailored trousers and jeans that I have in my wardrobe, not to mention layering it over dresses for summer's evenings. A great staple for me. Whenever I'm looking for a pretty nude blouse, SEZANE would always be high up on my list. They do that style very, very well. I actually added this white blouse into my collection a month or so ago now, but as I've not had a chance to show it you properly yet, I thought I would do that now. Now, although it says it's made from cotton, the fabric is so light and pretty, I actually thought it had an element of silk in there. I love these ruffle details that come down the front and over the shoulders, those gentle puff sleeves, and of course that fabric itself is just beautiful. Although you could obviously style this with a smarter look, this outfit idea is probably a true indication of how I would wear it on a day-to-day basis. Styled with my slightly flared jeans and a couple of tan details. Those jeans coincidentally make me feel about 6 foot tall, so definitely a favorite in my wardrobe. For cooler days, I would either opt for a blazer or maybe a trench over the top, or another idea would be double denim a bit like this. That slightly longer jacket makes me feel a lot more comfortable when wearing tight jeans like this, and of course it pulls the look together perfectly. Going even more relaxed now, but still feeling put together, I've paired this blouse with my khakis and sandals. The tan belt helps define my waist, and the bag brings in that tone again nicely. These trousers actually are a perfect example of investing in those simple, polished staples. When you find yourself a great fitting pair in a tone and a shape that really suits your personal style, you'll find you'll wear them on repeat. Hopefully you've already seen my capsule wardrobe key pieces for spring video. If you missed that one, I shall link it in the description box below. But there I was raving about my lovely new biker jacket that I got in this gorgeous camel suede. So I thought I'd share a couple of different styling options with that too. Now firstly, I wanted to do something fairly tonal, classic and elegant, So I paired the jacket with my high-waisted tailored trousers. Obviously the jacket in its very nature is pretty relaxed, but when dressed up with something smarter, like this pair of trousers for example, it makes a really nice contrast. It's simple and subtle of course, but no less effective. Now depending on what you're doing, you could easily switch out my flats for something higher if you wanted, and that would just really elevate the outfit even more. But it's that combo of high-low pieces that I think really works. Now though I would obviously wear this jacket with jeans a lot, it feels nice to add another tone into the mix as I am here wearing it with my khakis. It would actually also work really nicely with the crew ones too. I've gone with a classic t-shirt underneath to keep it really simple and really just focusing on the quality of those fabrics all blended together. It's more low-key than the look before obviously, but those classic staples are making me feel polished in a different way. As a big fan of SEZANE, I do get a lot of questions about the brand, so I thought you might find it helpful if I share how I tend to shop on their website, the pieces I zone in on, the items I often immediately pass by, and a few extra new and noteworthy pieces I've spotted since I made this order. So as always, I shall link everything I feature in the description box below, but when I'm shopping SEZANE, I tend to start with dresses, certainly for spring summer. SEZANE have lots of styles like this with that low back, and although I think it's very pretty, I personally tend to avoid those for practicality reasons. You're not going to be able to wear a bra. I did, however, buy this little dress last summer in a khaki they had available, and I found it so helpful to wear both as a dress. I would put a belt on it just to cinch it in a little bit, but also I wore it quite a lot as a cover-up on holiday, so I really like that one. Dresses like this always catch my eye, and I particularly love this shirt dress style in this light denim that they've got available. It's really timeless and very elegant, but it's also got that sprinkle of Parisian style sexiness that I really like. I personally would discount this one straight away as that neck just looks too fussy for me. I think that would really annoy me to wear. But I do think the maxi length version of this using that same fabric is absolutely stunning. Now that one is available in a vintage blue, but looking at the two together, I think I prefer the ecru or the white. I've mentioned a couple of these dresses already throughout this video, but when it comes to minis, I do much prefer this more floaty shape than anything too bodycon on me. As I mentioned, shirts and pretty blouses are somewhat of a speciality for SEZANE, and they're always a go-to for me when I'm looking for that something just a little bit different, a bit more original. They have lots of embroidery on glace and lace details, but it's always done in a really subtle, feminine fashion. It's always really pretty. This is one currently on my wish list, and it's been made from organic cotton. The Anne shirt is a classic shape for SEZANE. I've got that one in the navy with the crew dots, but I am really tempted to buy it in the sunshine yellow. I love that shade. It does make me smile. And the tomboy shirt, of course, which is just stunning quality. Though they do say to choose your own size in this, I think that's if you want quite a classic streamlined fit, whereas I prefer the tomboy shirt to be a little bit oversized, or quite a lot oversized really. So I would personally size up twice in this to give it that slouchy oversized fit. I only just spotted this blouse today, and that's definitely one for my basket. I love that ice blue shade. I think that's beautiful. And blush pink is always timeless too. I'm not much of a skirt or shorts wearer, but I do think it's handy to have at least a couple in my wardrobe for spring summer. And I would probably go with SEZANE's classic Rome shorts shape, but not in leather for spring. I think I would prefer the crew cotton. I like this midi skirt with a split made from the same silk as those dresses I showed you before. And actually there's a really nice skirt version that I've just found here using that same fabric that they've got on the Rome shorts, but done with that paper bag shape across the waistband. Really like that. And not forgetting a good denim skirt, which SEZANE do very, very well. With SEZANE knitwear, I often go with a small, unless it's one of their sweatshirts from their loungewear section, in which case I tend to go for a medium. The only exception to that rule would be with their classic and one of my favourite cotton knit jumpers. I love this shape. I wear this one on repeat, as you've probably seen on my channel and over on Instagram. It's probably one of my best buys ever. So I'd always go for a medium in that style. But the classic Gaspard jumper, which I've got in a couple of different tones, or any other knit actually, I think going true to size with the small is perfect for me. Parisian style denim, as we've talked about before, is all about finding the perfect style and shape for you, rather than just blindly following trends. So I've invested in quite a few of their pairs. For slim jeans, I love these. I have those in indigo and black, and you might have also recently seen that I've got the Tommy jeans with that gentle flare, but I also really like the darker Augusto as well. With their jackets, blazers and coats, the selection is a little bit like my perfect capsule wardrobe. You've got the denim jacket that bridges the gap between smart but casual, the biker jacket, which is available in both black leather and the camel suede, which I've just bought, the classic trench coat in khaki, navy and camel, and that's before you even get on to all my favourite blazers. My two favourite blazer shapes, if I really had to narrow it down, would be the Michelle, which I would go true to size, and the Christie, which I tend to size up for an oversized fit. They're both incredibly wearable for everyday chic. Within outerwear, that's the area that I tend to stick to. I seem to avoid any of those fussy prints and those anorak shapes. Now I'm aware I've waffled on this for quite a while. I could have made this into a whole video of how I shop on their website. So I'll stop here now, but hopefully that's given you a few tips along the way and lots more inspiration. As I mentioned before, I shall link all of those new and noteworthy pieces that I love from their current collection in the description box below. Talking of wearing items on repeat, let's just take a moment for a little sandal appreciation. New in my wardrobe for this SEZANE haul, and an item that I'm imagining I will be able to wear with just about everything I have on my rail for spring summer, weather permitting of course. I love flat sandals. I love how they look in outfit ideas. I like the fact that they remind me of the beach, and once it's warm enough I could quite happily wear them every single day. So it's fair to say I place a generous amount of importance in finding the right pair. Sandals that are too tight around my ankle are really uncomfortable, and I think they're unflattering. They kind of chop your leg off at a certain point, which doesn't look very nice. And also I get frustrated feet if I've got too many straps around my toes. Very strange, I know. So I wanted something that was crisscrossed on my foot, light or in a neutral tone, something that I could wear with all my white dresses. And on top of that, comfy to wear, and I didn't want to spend £400 on them, which led me to these lovely ones that are definitely ticking all the boxes. Now they're very soft and comfortable to wear, and that's before I've even broken them in. And I think the shape is super flattering once I do get round to wearing them with shorter dresses. A great buy for me. And that's it, my spring 2022 SEZANE haul is complete, and I feel very lucky to have such a lovely collection of pieces new in my wardrobe. Hopefully this video has shown that Parisian style, while often chic and luxurious, doesn't have to be unattainable. SEZANE may be an investment, but their prices rarely creep higher than, say, top end of the high street. And I honestly believe the quality and originality of their pieces is worth every penny. As always, I would love to hear from you all in the comments section below. Do you have a favorite piece that I bought, or maybe you've got a favorite way that I styled it, or maybe you've got your eye on something from SEZANE yourself and you'd like one lovely group of women to offer their opinion. Do ask away. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate all the love you give me and my channel, and hopefully you'll join me back here next week for lots more outfit ideas and fashion advice. Have a great week, everyone.